put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a live audience once again. Welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long, and also the one and only lyric rock star Hawkins. Give it up, give it up. Got an amazing show with you guys today. Man, we got another artist in the building. She is something amazing. Yes. I first saw her perform live out there at the Tricky Inc. Give it up one time for the whole Tricky Inc. movement. She was out there performing, and man, I was pleasantly surprised to hear the vocals.
She tore it up. Tyra tore it up.
Tore it up, you know.
Yes,
so
she did.
We're pleased to have her as a part of Spotlight family today. Yep. Shout out to her. First of all, shout out to your dad. Shout out to you, Pops.
Hey,
Hope
Daddy.
you feel better. 89 years old,
Is he
still
watching
kicking,
me today?
man. Yeah, that's the homie. He stay tuned in all the time. We got a wonderful show. Shout out to all the WLVS listeners. Shout out to Listen Vision family. We are so pleased to have you guys tuned in. Shout out to first of all, the cities, Philly, Chicago, Atlanta, definitely ATL in the building. Charlotte, North Carolina tuned in. Shout out to everybody in Charlotte, North Carolina. The whole North Carolina, as a matter of fact. Fayetteville. Shout out to Raleigh. Definitely the whole DMV, the whole DC, the whole DMV movement. Yeah. Big ups to you guys for making us a great show. You guys tune in on a regular, and we appreciate you guys for doing such. Shout out to the whole Facebook family. Everybody on Facebook, everybody tuned in on there.
Facebook.
We appreciate you guys
up,
all the time tuning in. We appreciate it.
What's up?
Let's get to the business. Shout out Kylie Jenner, man. She's extremely successful, right? You got to recognize this game right here. She's a stream hustler. She has accrued $900 million for this makeup line and some other things that she's involved in. But I mean, hasn't been maybe 2 years, I think, right? Am I mistaken? Mm-hmm. 2 years, right?
Yep.
Or less. And I mean, $900 million is not a small feat. You're almost a billionaire. That's her money. I'm not talking about the rest of the camp.
She's 100% owner in her company.
Got to love it.
Yeah.
So, man, how old is she? 20, 21, 21?
Like 23, right?
She's 20.
I didn't even think she was 20 yet.
I thought she was like 20, 19. Okay, we
She just got of age for her to be okay with sleeping with Tiger, remember?
That's right.
She was like 16 or 17, 16 when that happened.
With Tiger.
I think she's like 19 now, I think.
We'll have to Google that. Let me figure that out.
Okay, we're going to figure that one out because
but
whatever how old is she's 19.
Or Alyssa, how old is Kylie Jenner?
Somebody tell us how old this young lady is. Shout out to Lavelle. What's up, cuzzo? Shout out to the whole Gears thing, man. Make sure you guys get your tickets August 19th, the Giz, MGM Grand, the first musical. I might sing in that too. I think they trying to sneak and get me in there, so I might go ahead and
already winning.
But you know what they did do on
the.
They posted today. They need some professional adult dance. They put in there stipulated professional, thinking that's going to be like I'm going to
deter
back that.
you.
Yeah,
It should have.
Like, come on now, y'all.
But was they talking singing or dancing?
Or were they talking exotic dancers?
Well, any kind of dancing. Strippers? No, not
you
for
said
the
professional dancers.
The Giz.
20.
The Giz is for children too, Lyric.
She's 20 years old. Get back to her. She's 20 years old.
20.
Kylie Jenner's 20 years old, and when I say she's killing the game, she is absolutely.
Well, you know she's on the cover of Forbes magazine. You know that, right?
Well, she should be. She's worth $900 million. So
yeah, she's on the cover of Forbes this month.
Yeah, so shout out to her. I had to make sure I plugged her. And shout out to all the cancers. It's cancer season.
Yes, Team
Cancer.
Cancer.
Shout out to all the cancers in the building.
Yes.
Shout out to all the cancers.
Yes.
Oh man, we got 3 cancers in the building. Shout out to the whole cancer movement.
Team Cancer.
Team Moody. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Love you. All the cancers, we love you. Safari gets booted out. Well, first of all, he had the Dackman joint. He up in Dackman, which is in between the Bronx and Harlem. He was performing. And I'm going to go to the video clip and let you guys decide. We'll be right back.
stop the music for a second. Stop that. Hold on, let me tell you young niggas something. I fuck bitches y'all dream about. I fuck bitches y'all niggas dream about. I fuck bitches y'all niggas wish you fuck. I make money, I'm dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, we back. So, as a performer, as an artist, you have to respect the artist
audience,
first of all, but you
to.
definitely have to respect the audience. And so, if they don't like you, for whatever reason, you have to roll with it and push through as a professional. Everybody's not going to just be cool with the music. But you definitely can't start cussing and saying negative stuff to the audience, especially
not being a
if
C-lister. You ain't even an A-lister, Safari.
Right.
You like a D-lister. You can't be doing that.
You
Right.
can't do that.
You
When
can't
you up
do
in
that,
Dackman, though,
Safari.
you definitely can't do it because they not
All
gonna
we
play them
know
type
is
of
that you
games.
Nicki Minaj ex. We don't know you from nothing else.
It ain't gonna work for you. You can't be like that. Safari.
Can't do that, champ.
Especially when you just got your chain snatched and all that stuff. You just went through all that. So you should just humble yourself and just perform. You can't act wild.
Be humble.
And yeah,
Like
sit down,
Kendrick
be humble.
say.
Yeah, always be humble.
Yeah.
Humble's good. Humble will get you to win
Real
every
good
time.
for you,
trust me.
Safari.
right.
So you can go from a D to a C.
Yeah, so because we gonna
Yeah.
So that didn't turn out too good for Safari, as you can see. Moving on,
Yeah,
because
funny.
we got a great show. And we got more than one guest today, so we got to make sure we give them ample time. Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels was arrested. And I thought this was whack. I mean, yes, she was stripping, whatever she does, but she was arrested in Ohio strip club for allegedly touching patrons. And they say that the undercovers waited for her. Right? They waited. For her performance, they saw the other women doing pretty much the same thing. This is what happens in
right.
strip clubs or whatever the case is. But they saw her do it and waited on her because she has been flagged because they don't like her political
Well, you know
stance.
they
They don't like what
watching.
she's
Yeah.
doing with the your president 45 whatever. So now they in their feelings and they stalking her basically. So I mean, hey man, Stormy, talk your truth. I wish she'd go ahead and tell the whole story.
Team Stormy.
And just team Stormy it, yeah. And just go ahead and say what you have to say.
Yeah, they watching her. They
Instead
trying
of
to
watching
get on
her, why don't
anything.
you watch the president? Instead of watching her, why don't y'all keep your eye on
Yeah.
the president a little
They
more?
scared of him.
Anyway, we got a clip of her, and we are going to show her in her little
A clip of
arrest
her
moment.
doing.
I heard doing the
Doing
dancing.
We ain't show that. We'll be right back. Spotlight.
Let me see.
And we back. Spotlight on the
Watch your
city.
friends,
We gonna
man.
bring some
Watch
treats
your
up here for
friends.
the lyric too. We got
Watch
you next
your
week, lyric.
friends.
Hey, listen, we
Your
got some
mama
treats for you,
told
some sweet
about
potato pie,
bad influences.
just for you. Cuzzo, good to see you. Alyssa said you funny, and 20 years old is the verdict. Yeah, we got that in the studio. Alyssa, appreciate you. Anyway, back to it. Charlamagne the God. This one kind of, I don't know which way to go with this one. Charlamagne the God, after a sexual assault accuser brings back a case from, this young lady was 15 and she's now 32. When this happened,
Yeah,
allegedly
17
happened.
years?
Yeah, so now, according to sources, Jessica Reed, a young lady, Jessica Reed, and another friend was allegedly assaulted by Charlamagne the God when they were when she was 15 and now she's 32. So it's been a while, right? It's been a long time.
17 years.
So I'm not negating the fact. What I'm saying is this. This is what she's saying. Because now, mind you, Charlamagne did 3 years probation. He did 3 years probation for it, and he pleaded to a lesser offense. Keep this in mind. He pleaded to a lesser offense. They said that allegedly he gave them drinks, and the drinks ultimately turned into a situation, right? Allegedly, the drinks made them, it was some kind of rupee or whatever they say, right?
What you say, baby? A rupee?
Yeah, what they call it now?
Was it the sweet potato pie?
Did I say rupee? You know what the hell I said.
You mix groupie and ruthie.
Yeah. What they did was they put something. He allegedly put something in their drink. He Bill Cosby them. How about that? Allegedly. And so, long story short, 3 years probation, and he pleaded to a lesser sentence. And now the young lady says she wants to reopen her case from then because she wants closure. So
she wants to reopen her case now that he got that new deal with HBO.
So now that he got that big ching
she
ching.
Like, I need to reopen a 17-year-old case.
Reopen the case though.
Well, that's the thing now, because he already was on probation for it, and he did it,
went to
and
court.
so
Yeah,
went to
and
court,
that double
and it
jeopardy?
was closed, and so I don't know that you can double jeopardy, young man. But good luck with that young lady. And I'm not trying to discount you, Miss Reed, but I don't know about that one. That sounds kind of wild to me.
That
Sounds like
fishy.
you're trying to just get a bag, and
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not, but it just sounds
All you
kind
gotta
of
do is
wild.
find Ray J. You come up like a Kardashian.
Find Ray J.
And you can be on the come up.
Why
On the
Ray
come
J? Why you said that about Ray J?
That's how the Kardashians.
Kim is
Oh, he
famous.
put the whole family on.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, Ray J.
Ray J, what's your number, boo? Y'all play too many games.
Oh, so you want to go right to the source?
Straight to it. Let's
I
get
can
it.
dig it. Well,
I done
that'll
did
be-
some charity cases and got nothing.
Ain't got nothing.
You ain't got nothing.
Well, moving on.
Okay.
Lyrically, got her feelings.
Hey, Ray J. Yeah,
Singer
get a
Prince's
bag.
personal items are being auctioned off, which I hate. 27 items to be exact. Thanks to Heritage Auction and also his former bodyguard. I don't really understand this, but the Bible that he used to have is being auctioned off, which I really don't understand. I think the family has lost it. His personal copy of Purple Rain album is being auctioned off.
wow.
A navy silk suit along with some other items as well. I just think that this is Jay-Z spoke on this in his song. He's talking about how the family of the Prince family has lost their mind and how come they didn't sell tickets to the funeral, basically, because they have basically just dismantled everything. They sold off his masters and the whole nine, which is totally not what you should do.
They sold the masters.
Please don't sell your masters, young people. If you own your masters, what you're
They
blessed to
could have
do,
been rich for
do not
decades if they
let
kept
anyone
that.
get those masters. Right? So I don't know. That's tough. Hope that would be a better situation. Nearly 9 months after Papa John's founder CEO John Snyder made the statement, NFL players protesting hurt his business. He has been forced to resign from his position on the board, and he has also been removed in his hometown landmark. They removed all of those things. The stocks has also dropped well below $48.
Good.
And Papa John's has went straight to hell.
Good.
Yeah, he
That's
used a
good,
racial
Papa John's.
slur.
Guess what?
Good.
We have to learn that we do have a powerful dollar. We spend more money than most people combined in the United States. And we have to learn that the power is not in protesting and running around talking about we're going to overcome. We've been overcame. It's time to put your money into the power and spend your dollar with a certain people, a certain target market, people who support your group, people who have your back, people who give scholarship foundations, people who have
right.
your community in mind. Then you support their product. If they don't have that in mind, then don't have them in mind, and the power of the dollar will change their mind. Moving
That's
on.
Right. That is right, baby.
And the pizza ain't that good.
And the piece
That's
is
how
not
I
that
feel
great.
too, Larry.
That great.
good.
It got nasty after he said that to me. I was on it for a minute, but then when he said that,
like
it just
Papa
all of a sudden
John's
tastes
pizza?
funny to me. For whatever reason, yeah. I'm gonna make this one quick. Tekashi 6ix9ine, little rapper. I know everybody's like, who the hell is Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah,
Well,
who
show
is
us
that?
show them who Tekashi.
Oh, that one,
Yeah,
him.
he
If
got locked
you're
up,
old head like
right?
myself, you probably wouldn't know. But if you're a younger person, you definitely knows because he has charted the Billboards the first 8 singles that he put out on a solo project. He has charted all 8 times Billboard Top 100. So a lot of people know who Mr. Tekashi 6ix9ine is. When he went on the Breakfast Club, he had over 10 million views, which is rare for the Breakfast Club. Probably one of the most viewed shows. So that's who Mr. Tekashi 6ix9ine is, and you can look him up
Okay.
yourself to the rest. But he has been arrested for allegedly choking a young lady that was 16 years old in a mall some time ago. And he had a warrant out for his arrest. So immediately after his tour, he was on the tour, European tour. Shout out to that tour. That was cool to get out there on a European tour. He was immediately arrested at the airport in New York. And he's being sent back, held to go back to Houston, which I don't understand because as a misdemeanor charge, you're not supposed to be able to get extradited.
Wow.
Only felonies.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
How
a
do you
lawyer.
know all of these like legal things?
I'm a real ex-street dude. And so I lived that life to
I
where
thought you went
I
to
was a
law
lawyer
school
too
or
part-time because I was ducking. So you got to be a lawyer. You got to be a lawyer if you're going to be a good, that. So anyway, this is my favorite moment. Everybody knows that. Spotlight Shining Star.
Yes.
I love it. How you pronounce this lyric so I can sound educated? R-A-I-C-E-S. R-A-I-C-E-S.
Racist. That's what it sounds like.
Okay. Well, I didn't know it was a
RAICES.
little funny. RAICES, an organization that provides legal services. Shout out to you, RAICES. I promise you guys are bomb. And an organization that provides legal services to immigrants has offered. That's what they do, and they have offered $20 million to the families to pay their bonds of the people who are in custody of the U.S.
Wow.
And that way they can be united with their families.
Yes.
They can be reunited with their families. If black people had faced this situation today, which we did in slavery, but we was facing this today, we would be in uproar. We would be going crazy. We would be like, oh my God, I can't believe they doing this to us. Why we don't do that with our Hispanic brothers and sisters? Why we don't feel like, oh my God, how they doing that to them? Because I feel like, oh my God, how they doing that to them?
Yeah.
Like, because I can't see them taking my child. And now this is what the government has decided. You have to now pay for your damn DNA test to get your kid back.
And no one ain't got no money.
How you gonna pay? Okay, so I had my kid. You took my kid and you separated me from my kid. And then you say, well, if you got some DNA money to pay for the test to prove that's your kid, we'll give them back to you.
Wow.
That's just the dumbest crap I've ever heard in my life.
It is so dumb. It is.
The
Man.
kid gonna come up to you, mommy, dad, like they know who the heck
So
you
now
are.
I'm trying to understand why we not going crazy out here in the public and saying this is
didn't know
crazy.
that
This
part,
is
though,
totally
Stan.
crazy that we in a time today. It's 2018 now. Mind you, this not like 16, 18 or nothing like that.
Right.
This is 2018 and the government is allowed to take some peoples, separate them from their families, not tell you where your child is, don't really care, and now you have to prove it's your child to get the child back. And this too.
That's just a crazy.
Man.
And so we not
Let me tell you
mad. I
something.
mean, so we cool as a media. I can't be cool telling you this news and just saying, "Oh yeah, that's what it do." That's not what it do. If your children was separated, like it has happened to us,
Yeah.
it has happened to us.
Yes.
And look at the situation today from that situation. Look at what happened to us. So now you think that's cool for them to be able to do that now?
It's
So
not.
what they gotta wait till it's your family, some color on it, it get
It's not
darker.
cool.
It has to get darker before you say, "Oh man, that sucked."
Yeah, it's not cool.
That's crazy. You
It
know,
sucks.
at Six Flags now, they got a finger scan for you to enter
Yeah.
to make sure it's you. They scan your finger.
How do you know it's you though?
Because when you go in and get your season pass,
Oh, okay, got you.
they do a finger scan. So every time I come in there, I got to use my finger scan. You can't use my pass because you don't have my finger.
Gotcha.
So if they can
Yep.
figure out who the hell I am at Six Flags, they can figure out who the hell these children belong to.
What's up, moms?
I agree.
Carrie Nichols. Shout out to Miss Nichols watching the
Yeah.
show.
Take
Hey,
it.
Shout out to
Mom.
Pop.
How
Shout
about
out
I'm pissed?
Ronaldo. Yeah, I mean, I think any decent human being
Just
should
the
not be
dumbest
cool
crap
with
ever.
injustice.
Should not be okay with
like
that.
it shouldn't have to be your people's injustice or somebody that looks just like
It's
you
just
to be called
injustice,
injustice.
period.
It's just injustice. Like, so whoever it is, white, black, green, or purple,
Mm.
if it's injustice, it's an injustice, and this is an atrocity. Like, did I say that right?
Yes,
Atrocity.
baby, you did.
Yeah, I threw that out there.
You
so
did.
yeah, anyway, it sucks. It's what I'm telling you. And somebody got to do something about this situation, and we got to be a little more upset about it and make a little more noise to say it's not cool.
I agree.
They know it's not cool, but they
It's
want to
just-
see how we respond. Well, we should respond.
not cool.
We shouldn't just be like, "Oh yeah, that's what it do."
That's what it do.
Yeah. So
You
anyway,
know.
we got a bomb show coming up.
We do.
Yeah.
But can I just real quickly say congratulations to Cardi B and
Oh
Offset
man!
Yeah.
Oh,
on
they
the birth
baby
of
girl,
their
right?
new baby girl.
Yeah, yeah,
Culture.
yeah.
They named her Culture.
Culture.
Oh, culture.
Yeah,
I like
culture.
that.
Okay, culture.
Culture.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
We got our
I
chef in
don't
the
see
building.
no food.
Oh, yeah.
I
What
know
the
Chef P didn't
hell?
come in this building and didn't even bring us a
A
plate of
lettuce wrap,
spaghetti, a biscuit,
leg,
or
a
nothing.
wing, or nothing.
Oh,
we'll bring
we
it
got
up.
wild.
okay, y'all. All right. Well, we're
Chef
not
P
going
and-
to say that yet. We're going to wait.
You see how we attacked them. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Spotlight over the
baby.
city. Blackbird Melly.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood.
In 1990, Washington, D.C. saw more than 470 homicides, earning it the label murder capital of the U.S.
Shit, there you go right there. Hey, listen, when y'all pull over to the side, I'm gonna go in here and rush this dude. When y'all see me rushing, y'all rush in about 30 seconds. Give me about 30 seconds and rush the door. He ain't gonna know what hit him.
What's up with you, man? How you feel, G? Good, man. What's going on with you, man?
Man, I gotta tell you about this meeting, my nigga.
Oh, yeah, all right, how'd that go?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to see. I went and talked to the Diamonds the other day, man. I don't know, man. It's been a little funny.
Yeah, man.
I can't really say,
Uh-huh.
but I got a funny feeling that these dudes are feeling at me, son.
Sure. You already know what it is. Wait for Black to get in there, give us the signal, run up in the joint, snatch this nigga up, get this bread, spaz out.
So when you leave here, you gonna go get something to eat? Yeah.
What's up, miss?
It's about time. Somebody keep calling here, hanging up. Ever since you've been gone, somebody just keep calling, hanging up. What's going on?
All right.
All right, you guys later.
See you later, miss.
All right, take care.
I'm let her out. They ain't saying nothing?
No, we just keep hanging up. When you
How many
hear,
times is that?
when you hear, all day long. Every time you leave, all day long.
Man, fuck this. I'm going to Atlantic City. This is my birthday. I ain't shooting off this shit, man. What? They ain't say nothing?
Nothing at all. Just keep calling, hang it up. When you're in here, it doesn't ring. As soon as you leave, ring. Nobody's saying nothing.
Probably one of them damn females. You know how they do. See? Get this shit in. It's my 28th birthday.
Let's get it in. I'm
You
ready
close,
to go.
my man. My man.
Excuse me, sir. We are closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the building spotlight over the city, and we have a +1. We got the Chef P in the building. Give it up. Chef P, man, look, we looked around, we looked on the ground, we looked behind you, and we ain't see no box. So we just want to know what's going on with the food.
Hey, look, man.
Before we talk,
brother just got
we
off
hungry.
work. Look, brother just got off work.
Okay.
Pushed through
What reason
traffic.
you had the food with you? Cause you just
I
came
did.
from the
I did
building.
have the
They
food
got
with
cold.
me, but I ain't want to serve y'all no cold food.
See how I throw the alley-oop?
And I had the
And
top
he
down,
used
so I ain't want to, the air to pollute nothing. So
The top
Well,
down.
you
That
out
means
there
you got to
flossing with the
convert.
top down.
Floss.
You out there flossing with the top down. We ain't hungry.
Bugs all getting in the food.
I parked in front of y'all Audi though, so I'm trying to be like y'all.
That's that one right there.
That's our amazing singers Audi. Yeah, we in the bucket behind the
we
Audi.
in the bucket, right.
We in buckets.
Nah, we don't put that on us. Nah, we ain't in no big. But anyway, spotlight, y'all. We got our guests on board. This is Chef P, the winner. The winner. Did you not win?
They told me I won, but it ain't really.
I think
feel
you
like
went on every category. This joker won on every category that they had. You won, right?
Yeah, man.
From my understanding.
Big shout out to vote for BJ Page.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Shout out
BJ.
BJ Page, the home.
The
Although he
trap
didn't
and
win,
taste.
but,
That's where we
yeah,
first
but we
met
still
Chef
all
P.
won.
Yeah, we still all won. Even
Trap
though he
and
didn't
taste.
win, we still all won.
Still
Yes,
on one.
right.
The homie's still putting the work in. He crossed the street right as we speak, putting the work in. Shout out BJ Page
Yes.
for doing the work. Community
so
service
that was our
all
first
day, every day.
encounter with Chef P and your amazing food. Of course, we couldn't taste everything, and I'm sure that your specialties, but the things that I was allowed to taste that day.
Oh, you were a judge.
I can say, yeah, I was a judge.
Okay, Judge.
Yeah, put some food in front of me. Man.
So what was his best dish that made you say he the winner then? Since you the judge.
The jerk chicken salad lettuce wraps. Did I get that right?
Jerk chicken salad lettuce wrap.
It was a honey jerk chicken salad lettuce wrap.
Man,
Gotcha.
let me.
So
I can't even talk.
you do.
We can eat those
Do
cold,
you do
right?
those weekly plans?
Yes,
Just say.
Larry.
Can we eat those
Yes,
cold, Terry?
yes.
Okay, come bring it
We're
back.
not gonna get nothing to eat. So that's dead.
I
You
mean,
dead
but
on
let that go. That's dead.
So do
That's
you
the
do
kids say
do you do
dead.
the plans with the weekly plans? What do they call
Oh,
it?
the
when
meal
you-
prep.
Meal preps?
Yeah, you do the
I
meal
do
preps.
not do meal preps.
Is this something you would consider?
Unless you were
Famous.
Yeah, like a celebrity where
Like
you want
us.
to. It's gonna really be worth it.
Like
Yeah,
T-Bomb,
it's very
F-Dot,
time
long and
consuming,
very-
and
Yeah, it
not
is.
only is it time consuming, but you have clients that deal with different ailments and allergies. So I
Yeah,
got this one who
different
can't
menu.
have any shellfish.
I can
this
have
one
it
that
all.
can't eat nuts, and then
Yeah,
you
we
know,
good, right,
so
Terry?
it's
Yes.
a bunch of, it's very tedious, and I just choose to bow out.
Okay.
Got you.
So as a man, I can't cook nothing but breakfast. I'm gonna admit that right here live. I'm
Hold on,
great
real-
at breakfast.
real quick.
He's not lying. He's
Let-
telling the
let
truth.
me shout out. Hey, my mentor is watching, so shout out
Hey,
Terrence
mentor.
Tomlin.
Yeah.
Terrence
Hey,
Tomlin Senior, that's my
mentor.
mentor. He's
Okay,
watching.
shout out him. Maybe he can teach me how to cook more than breakfast. When I
know,
now my
that's
breakfast
right.
is lit. Now I'm telling
His
you.
breakfast is lit.
So now, what I want to know as a man, what made you start to say, okay, I can cook good enough to want to further this and become a chef?
Yeah.
Like,
How'd
what
you
put
get
you
started?
in the kitchen?
Okay, well, my dad was cooking. So at 8, 9 years old, I was watching my dad fix dinner daily, nightly.
Got you.
And then I used to spend summers in South Carolina with my grandmother.
Oh,
okay,
that's
then.
fancy.
There we go.
So that's not fair. That's cheap.
That's stamped it
Once
right
you go
there.
right there with grandma, it's
That's
over.
a big mama.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
big
okay, so
mama.
I understand that.
Well,
And so then, are you from this area?
Born and raised. Went to
Gotcha.
Raymond Elementary. Switched over, left DC, went to PG County.
Ooh, PG.
Lived in Forestville for a while. Then finished up in Marlboro. So
Got you. I heard you mention the Goodman League. So before we go any further, shout out Miles and that whole Goodman League.
Yep.
movement.
Yeah.
They doing big things. I think this is like the billionth year they've been doing. What they been doing? 13 years or something. How long they been doing
actually,
Goodman League?
he's
One billion
on
and
like
one.
22.
It's been that long?
Yeah,
It's
like
been a minute.
22 years.
Okay, I've been gone for a while, so I didn't. I know it was a while though.
Which when you come down there tomorrow, I'm sure he'll be shocked to see you.
Yeah, So shout out Miles,
Yeah.
that whole Goodman League, and shout out for you. I heard you are going to be doing some chefing over there. So you are one.
Yeah,
of
what
the chefs.
time you showing up with the food?
Yeah, how does
tomorrow?
that work?
Yeah. Let us know.
How did you even get connected with the whole Goodman
Mm-hmm.
League situation?
Okay, well, TR, Miles' brother, me and him been knowing each other for quite some time, and TR was like, "Man, look, I've been seeing your food on Facebook, the gram, and
On the
all that,
gram.
but I ain't know you was like, yeah."
Nice
That
like
nice,
that.
yeah, yeah.
You was nice. You know, you was that nice.
He was like, "Look, tomorrow I'm off. I'm working from home. I don't care what you got, what you cooking, where you at. Hit me up. I need some." So I hit him up and took him a couple dishes, and he was like, "Look, I already talked to Miles, told him it's official. You on? Go down there, set up. They willing to have you as many days as you want to work."
Wow.
Wow.
So I have an open invitation. So I try to go on my off days, which are normally Fridays and Sundays. But anytime I feel like popping up down the Goodman League and blessing the crowd, that's what it is.
What time you gonna be there tomorrow?
Yeah, what time can we expect you? Never mind the games.
Never mind the game.
What time do you
I'm gonna
come?
be in Berry Farms tomorrow night, y'all.
Well, the crowd don't normally show up till about 7, so I try to be there
I'ma
about
get there.
6:30,
About
6:45.
I'm gonna be there at 6:45.
Okay.
So I
get
can make
in.
sure the food is hot when they walk through.
Gonna be the first
they
one
don't
in line.
give me no breaks, and I appreciate them for it. Like I
Yes,
sell out every
yeah.
time I go, and I'm thankful for it. You know?
So you
Okay,
sell
man.
plates? You sell?
Yeah, I normally sell. They won't let me change the menu either.
Oh, what we got on the menu?
Yeah, what's
So
on the menu?
tomorrow we'll be doing the chicken and shrimp Alfredo with broccoli, homemade Alfredo sauce, everything fresh, as
Chicken
well
and
as
shrimp Alfredo
garlic parmesan wings,
Woo,
macaroni
what?
and cheese, and vegetable medley. So
Oh yeah, so yeah.
So,
What,
so
6:30,
yeah, babe.
Mhm.
Can we stop
Yeah.
down there?
Can I
Make
ride
sure
with
you
y'all?
guys check out the Goodman League, Berry Farms Goodman League. If you haven't
Yeah.
already, I'm pretty sure you have if you live in this city. But tomorrow, it's tomorrow, right?
yeah,
Tomorrow
it's pretty much
around
every day.
7:00.
Come around 8 so I can get my food.
Right,
first.
exactly.
So I'll be
Y'all
there
come
at
at
6:30 eating, and then come
Please
around
don't
8
show
after
up
the
at
game.
8 o'clock. Please
Y'all
do
come
not
at-
show
we
up
gonna
at
be
8
there
o'clock.
But
6:30.
Chef P will be down there doing his thing, man. Make sure you guys come and support. What else you got coming up?
Look at
Well, I was just talking to the Mika and BJ, and seemed like Trap and Taste 3 is fast approaching, and
Okay.
they want to make sure I'm in. I got to talk to the missus to make sure it's valid, because ultimately she runs the household. So
Who you say run it?
yeah, you know
The
who
missus.
run it.
the missus.
The missus.
You know who run it, but Hopefully she allow me to defend my title. If not, I'll be a judge. Even though that's the way I feel like it should be anyway. I should be a judge until the next person wins, and then all three champions just battle and go at it.
Yeah, that might be a fit. That way you create more trap. You need to talk about that off camera too. That's a good look. So shout out to you, man. Everything that you're doing. Where else can they find you on social media?
Social media is Kitchen Missions, LL Catering LLC on Facebook. It's Kitchen Missions Catering on IG. Follow me personally, DC Penny. On Facebook and DC Penny on IG.
DC Penny,
No.
Okay. Real quick, I want to shout out Prince George's County Culinary Program. They got a new building over there, and I see that you were a student there.
Yes, way before the new building came.
You kind of messed up about that new building, right?
Wow.
I'm kind of messed up because I was in the old school and their cafeteria kitchen cooking, and then they got this new building.
Like state of the art. There was some
State-of-the-art,
elected
yes.
officials there
Yes.
with the grand opening. I saw you went there. I said, oh, shoot.
Yeah,
But you was in the old building, right?
But they doing big
They
things
doing
over
big
there,
things
man.
there.
And it's a great program. I tell everybody, it's a great program. If I had it to do, I would do it again.
Yeah,
I would go back again because I learned a lot. I mean, I went in knowing what I know, but also, of course, I didn't know everything.
Right.
And I really just went to get my credentials. I felt like my cooking, where I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. I just need some credentials. But I learned so much.
So much more.
Yeah.
More from attending PG College, and it wasn't super expensive.
It's not. I love that school. I went there too. Shout out to them because every time I turn around, they're building
what's up.
a wing. They're building another building. They're pouring more and more into their students. And now you can go to community college for free, as long as you haven't been out of high school over 2 years.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can go for free now, babes.
Wow.
Now, none of us can go.
Right.
We out
Hold
the
on,
game, out
don't
the
speak
loop.
for me.
You ain't been out of high school less than 2 years.
So yeah, we appreciate you coming on, bro. Like I
We
said,
really do. You all
you
check
guys
him
come
out.
Make sure
Support
you
him,
come out
you
there.
all.
And you got anything else besides?
You need some
Gummy
events
Media
catered
coming
or
up?
something?
Any
Contact
events? Yeah,
him.
any contacts for any events coming up?
I have nothing else precedent right now, other than the Goodman League that I'm doing, like I say, 2-3 times a week. I also still sell lunches sometimes when I have the chance.
Well, in case you're not busy, we're still trying to get someone to barter with us or work with us on our big. We're having a give back spotlight of the city on a
Yes.
big cookout, the 23rd, babe, 20
September
23rd.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what you're
23rd.
looking like. We're still trying to get somebody
What
to come
day is
and
that
barter
on?
with us. It's
It's
a
a
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, it's a Sunday.
And it's
Like I
gonna
said,
be
normally I'm
September.
off on Sunday.
Okay.
So let's talk about it off air.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you can definitely guarantee me for an hour of my time.
Okay.
Oh, shucks.
Okay.
So y'all heard that
Shucks
live.
now.
Y'all heard it. He said he
Chef
gonna do
B,
it.
Do you love me? Yes.
Rashida, what's up, babe? Sarah, what's up, sis?
All
Shout out
righty.
to everybody on Facebook, man. Shout out Richard. Shout out Carrie. Shout
Yes,
out
Brian
Angela.
Mills,
Miss Shaw,
Secret
what's
Society.
going on?
Yes, we on Georgia
Everybody.
Avenue.
You want to shout some people out on your live before we get out of here?
Shout out to Aisha.
Brian,
Shout
we
out
need to
Aisha,
get you
shout
on
out-
a show.
Miss Shaw, that's my homie right there. I do a lot of catering events with her. Dynamic catering.
Let me find out you
Dynamic
got
catering.
fans. Chef
Dynamic
P got
catering. Way to
fans.
shout
Nah,
out.
Chef P don't have no fans.
You have
Shout
fans.
out-
They on my feed talking about where's Chef P.
Chef
You
P.
haven't
Yeah,
even got
Chef
here
P,
yet.
Chef
Chef
P.
P food has fans.
Hey, look here, don't be starting.
Don't get it
nothing.
twisted.
Look here,
Hey.
don't be starting it.
So that's a good thing, though. When
Yeah,
you
it's
cook
a
so
good
well
thing.
that the food speaks for you, and as a chef, that's exactly what it should do.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys check out Chef P for anything you want to cater, any functions you guys have
Yes.
coming up in the near
Yes,
future.
sir.
Make sure you get on the gram and check them out. Facebook,
Yes.
check them out. Hit them up.
Please.
Up next, Tyra's going to grace the stage.
Yes.
And get her to come
Stay
on
for
here.
that
She's going to give us some
Yeah,
of them
hang around.
bomb
Yes.
vocals, man. We'll be right back. Spotlight.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See them superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See them superstars. city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See them superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
We're gonna get you popping, huh? We are back once again. Spotlight over the city, man. We got another +1. Tyra in the building.
Yes, Tyra Levine.
Man, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Go Tyra! Go Tyra! Go Tyra!
Go Tyra! Go Tyra! Hey,
And she's a Cancer.
when I tell
Like
you,
me, like your
cancer
wife.
season, cancer season.
Yes.
Shout out to
We
the
are
whole
not
cancer
moody.
movement.
Shout out to all the
That
Aries in
moody
the
cancer
building.
movement.
You said the moody.
Depend what day you catch them.
That's
you
right.
go.
It
There it
depends
is.
on the
I
day.
can't take it.
you
Whoa,
know.
I'm over here making a mess.
Each move.
I'll be telling them. Well, we just celebrated a 1-year anniversary.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's
y'all
still,
didn't mention
he's still
that.
learning the whole cancer thing. Yeah, he didn't mention it, right, Larry?
Oh my God.
1 year.
7-7-17.
7-7-17, baby.
1 year
Yeah.
for the long.
1 year.
The long way, you already know. Cheryl, what's up, sis? So
you didn't
yeah,
say
we
nothing.
got somebody in the building that got some show enough vocals, you guys. And first of all, let's take it on back. How did it all start? Who is this Miss Tyra we got in the building?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Miss Tyra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't much to tell y'all.
Oh, it's so
I'm
much
just
to tell
Tyra. Been singing since I was probably since I was born.
Wow.
Little girl. My father was a singer, so I grew up in a house where music was, our life. That's all day and all night. He played music. He actually grew up at a church right up the street, Mount Rona Baptist at 13th and Monroe in Northwest.
Wow.
So, played piano for several choirs there. My father was the music director, choir director, and that was my life. But I realized probably at about, I want to say about 12 or 13 that I could write. So I had all these thoughts in my head, and because I was a bored little semi-country girl, I began to write poetry, and I wrote raps. Anything I could put my thoughts into, I would write it. So I wrote poetry, and then I learned that I could turn it into song.
Wow.
So, and that was it. From there, I just began pursuing, my dream and desire to be a recording artist. And here I am.
And here she
here
is,
I am.
y'all.
I think that's a big deal.
So your first performance, you were 10 years old, right?
My first live performance was with my father right up the street. It was a duet, and I cried at the end. I made it through.
Yeah.
You and your father did a duet?
Yeah.
That was
How
your
hot
first
is
time
that?
ever
Isn't that-
performing.
isn't
That was
that
my
so
first time
special?
performing. Yep.
Wow.
And I killed it, but I cried like a baby. Hi, my niece is on. Hi, niece.
Hey, shout out
Oh
Niecy.
man!
Yes.
But let me ask you this, because I noticed that you had some songs, but you got a hit that's like #1 in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Like how you get to the UK?
I don't know.
Like how you get?
I don't know.
Man,
People
they
love
love good
major.
music over there
Yes.
too.
So
Yes.
my understanding is that you become popular and famous in the UK first, and then the United States decide that they
Yes,
like you.
I heard that. Kelly
Yeah.
Rowland said that because she's real popular over there.
So I get calls, texts, hits on Facebook, Instagram every day from UK DJs who want me to host their show, who want to play my music, and a gentleman who plays percussion for me, Kevin Prince, shared my music with a gentleman in the UK, and from there it just
Wow.
it just blew up.
Say, how
So,
cool is that?
Yeah, it's
So would
awesome.
you be considering doing a show maybe over there? Like
Yes, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I really want to just get a ticket and go.
Yes.
Just start singing at some random
Right.
clubs or something.
Tyra, what makes you think that the Americans blow up overseas more so than they do here in the U.S.?
Well,
Why
just
do you
think of DC alone. We all
Oh,
pretty much
yeah,
grew up
well.
in this city. We have phenomenal talent
We
here in the
do.
city, and it's just so untouched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like just from the experience and being in the music industry in our city, we are such crabs.
in the barrel?
Yeah.
We are
That's
such
the saddest
crabs.
part about DC.
Yeah.
Music
That's
in
the
DC
saddest
is
In the
phenomenal.
barrel.
DC, the DMV area has some of the most talented musicians,
do.
artists, writers, and they're just crunched together and stuck right here in the city.
Yeah.
So
we got to break that.
So
some
is
kind
it an
of way.
outlet here for you guys to sing? Like, you know how to do spoken word, open mic night. Do they have those venues here?
DC is the top place to me, next to maybe New York, Atlanta, for music. Philly has a great venue as far as, you know, we have a club at every corner.
True.
I lived in Orlando for like a year and a half, and I loved it. I loved the sun. I loved the heat. I was bored to death because there was no music. There was no culture.
Yeah,
I couldn't find that. You know, I go to a club. It was techno music. My head was hurt.
Right.
It was too much.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to hear some soul. I want to hear some go-go.
That's right.
You know, I want to hear some beats. I want to hear music. I want that bass to be boom.
Yeah.
Speaking of go-go, you opened up a Chuck Brown.
Yes, I did. It was actually his last show he did. He did a show for the
Shout
firefighters.
out to Chuck.
And it was awesome. He was so sweet. And I actually asked him if he would feature on a song of mine, which is on my CD called What Do You Want? And he said yes. And then he passed.
Wow.
My heart. I was like,
So you couldn't get it cleared and he couldn't do the song?
Nope, he went in the hospital shortly after that show. So
Yeah, because I remember he was supposed to do something in Charlotte at the CIAA, and he had fallen ill at that time, and he didn't perform.
Yep. So that would have been a blessing, but it was just a blessing to have him and
say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was just phenomenal. So he was such a gift to the city.
Wow.
Any questions?
Well, I just wanted to reiterate what we said earlier when we introduced this beautiful woman sitting here to my right, your left. That I first heard her sing at the Tricky Entertainment Wine Festival, and that very same day I said, "Bae, we got to get her to sing. Come and sing on the
so
show."
we was fake stalking you a little bit. But you were,
Yes.
you were busy
around
doing
the
makeup and this and that. And,
Yeah.
so I was talking to the young gentleman in the group with the beard. I don't remember his name.
Oh, Tim Steele.
Yes, cool
Yes,
guy. He was
drummer,
like, yeah, wait till you
Mr.
hear her. I said, yeah, wait till we hear her, right? And I didn't even know he was a band member at the time. We stayed on the side. And he walked up and did his thing. Actually, no, it was the guy that's a backup singer for you.
Oh, that's my nephew, Lorenzo.
That's exactly who it was.
Yes, Lorenzo.
He did say he was family. Yes,
Yes.
that's who it was. Shout out Lorenzo.
That's my nephew.
So he was like, yeah, when you hear it, you going. He was high. He was all into
he was
it.
all hyped,
Yeah, he was
right?
hyping it up, right?
Oh, he
That's
loves
it.
his aunt.
But
That's
you know
my
what?
baby.
For good reason, you didn't let us down.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You did your thing.
Yes, you
And
did.
we're honored to have you on Spotlight. So without further
can't
ado, we're
wait.
gonna go to a commercial break real quick, and we're gonna get you up on this
On the
stage.
stage, baby.
And we're gonna let you grace our presence and give us a hit right here.
right.
So we'll be right back with her right after this Spotlight over.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Woohoo! We back. All right. Y'all ready? You gonna get up here?
Yeah, let me get on up here and look. I don't have my heels on today. They usually look. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna step on my tippy toes. How's that? What y'all seeing right here? Two lovely Cancer women here, and one is going to grace us with her wonderful, amazing, sultry R&B voice. And why don't you tell our audience what you're going to be singing for us today?
Well, can I get that water over there real quick? I should have got that laughing at y'all. So the song that I'm going to sing is one of my singles off the album called Can't Love You More. It is basically a story of loving yourself first. We put everything before ourselves in our life, our children, our jobs, everything that we can possibly think of comes before us. And this song, when I wrote it, it was my dedication to myself to say, it's all about me. It's about me. I'm going to love the people around me, but I'm going to love me more.
That's right.
And I'm going to love me first.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm going to get out your way. I'm going to get out your way.
Woo! Oftentimes we don't see eye to eye. I'm not sure you understand. I've got dreams bigger than life. I can't even comprehend. No more regrets or standing still. I will not live in fear. Though I love you and I want you there, my dreams are staying here. Oh, and I know that you love me. I can't love you. I can't, oh, more than I love me. Once before, I let life and love cloud my destiny. But I'm different. My heart's been changed. My soul has been set free. I'm not saying you feel this way. I just want to make it clear. Though I love you, hey, and I want you there, my dreams are staying here. Oh, and I know that you love me. I know you love me, but oh, more than I
Sorry about that. Thank you. Give it up. I love it. What a wonderful performance. Thank you for coming on. We're going to get you right back up here and get your contacts. As a matter of fact, we got to get out of here. We can do it from here. Let them know where they can find you. Let them know what you got coming up next. Let them know.
Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, Tyra Levon. Instagram, Tyra Levon, at Tyra Levon, TyraLevon.com. Everywhere, anywhere you go, just put in Tyra Levon and you'll find me. Google me, but yeah, people have been Googling me too. Right now I'm working on my second project, so anybody who knows the word of prayer, please keep me in your prayers. The devil is busy trying to stop me, but he will not, he shall not. So right now working on the second project. I have a show coming up August the 17th at Newton White Mansion, so stay tuned for more information. Thank you so much.
Once again, Tyra, we appreciate you. The show was amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City. Thank you guys, WLVS listeners. Thank you, the whole Listen Vision family. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight Over the City.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on